So let us take a few more multiple choice questions in data structures and algorithm. The first is which data structure allows deleting data elements from front and inserting at rear. Inserting at rear and deleting from front. Can you answer? These are four options for you. The answer is queues. Queues is a data structure which exactly does this only. Second is identify the data structure which allows deletion at both ends of the list but insertion only at one end. Deletions at both ends, insertion only at one end. These are four options for you. Can you answer? The answer is A. Input restricted DQ. Input restricted DQ. Now, which of the following data structure is non-linear? Data structure are of two types: linear and non-linear. Linear means you can only traverse sequentially and they're connected sequentially, while non-linear are you can go from one point or one node to another nodes also, means two nodes or multiple nodes. So which of these is a non-linear? Can you answer? The answer is none of the above. All these strings, lists and stacks, they all are what? They are linear. So no, if the option would have been graph or tree, then you could have taken one of these. Now which of the following data structure is linear type? String, list and queues, they all are linear type. So we'll go with the option D, all of the above. Next is to represent hierarchical relationship between elements. Which data structure is suitable? Is it DQ? Is it priority? Or G? Or all of the above? The answer would be tree, because this shows the hierarchical, this type of relationship. Though they will be implemented either in the form of an array or a linked list only, but still the formation will be hierarchical. Then the next is a binary tree whose every node has either 0 or 2 children is called what? 0, here 0 or either 2. So is it a binary search tree or any other? Can you answer? This is the option for you. 0 or 2 children. Is it a complete binary tree or extended binary tree? We'll go with the extended binary tree, right? But complete binary tree also has this complete nodes, so either they have 2 or nil, but we'll go with extended binary tree. Next is the depth of a complete binary tree is given by depth. What is the depth? If you have a complete binary tree, you want to see the depth. Okay, so that will be, the answer would be, we'll take this option. Yes, the option is log n plus 1. We can easily find out like this, because in binary tree, this is one node, this is two node, say this is 4 nodes, so you will have 2 to the power n node. So you can easily take log and you'll find out the depth, but because the root is always there, so you add 1. Next is when representing any algebraic expression E which uses only binary operations in a 2 tree, then please read all these and try to answer. When representing an algebraic expression which uses only binary operations in 2 tree, the answer would be, which answer you are going to take? Let us see the first one. The variable in E will appear as external nodes and the operations in the internal nodes, and this is correct. The first one is the correct one. Next is a binary tree can easily be converted into 2 tree. Binary tree can be converted into 2 tree. How? The answer would be, let us go with the D. By replacing each empty subtree by a new external node, you can convert it. Next is when converting binary tree into extended binary tree. All the original nodes in binary tree are done what? You have to convert binary tree into extended binary tree. All the original nodes in binary tree are, the answer is the first one, internal nodes on extended tree. Okay. All the original nodes in binary tree are internal nodes on extended tree. Next is the post order traversal of a binary tree is this, DEBFCA. Find out the pre-order traversal. Now if you are aware of the traversal, there are 3 types of traversal: in order, pre-order and post order. This is the post order. This is what we have to find out is the pre-order. And the answer would be, the answer is C. Next is, which of the following sorting algorithm is of divide and conquer? Is it quicksort or any other? The answer is quicksort. Both quicksort and merge sort, they are divide and conquer algorithms. Next is an algorithm that calls itself directly or indirectly is known as, is it recursion or any other? Please try to find out. The algorithm that calls itself directly or indirectly is recursion only. The answer is B. Next is, in a binary tree, certain null entries are replaced by special pointers which point to nodes higher in the tree for efficiency. These special pointers are called what? Can you answer this? These special pointers, certain null entries are replaced by special pointers which point to nodes higher in the trees for efficiency, and these are threads. D. Next is, in the in-order traversal of a tree will yield a sorting list of element of tree in. You will get a sorted list if you perform the in-order traversal. In which tree? The answer is binary search tree. Binary search tree, you perform in order, you will get a sorted list. Next is in heap tree. Heap tree, you know what happens in heap. We always have the highest element and in the root, and for left subtree and right subtree also, these are heaps, that is highest element. All other elements are lower in the same case. What is the, in a heap tree, which is the true one? Can you guess the answer? The answer is D. Value in the node is greater than every value in children of it, as I suggested. Next is, in a graph E, U, V, where U and V are what? U and V are what? The answer is endpoints of E. This is correct. Adjacent node. This is also correct. Neighbors. This is also correct. So all of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. Next is, a connected graph T without any cycles is called what? Connected graph T without any cycles is it a tree graph? Is it a free tree? Is it a tree? The answer is, of course, all these are correct. All of the above is the answer. In a graph, if E is equal to U comma V means what? Please read these and try to answer. Let us see. U is adjacent to V, but V is not adjacent to U. This is wrong. E begins at U and ends at V. This is correct. U is processor, V is successor. This is also correct. So we'll go with the D one, both B and C. Next is, if every node U in G is adjacent to every other node V in G, a graph is said to be what? The answer is, it is said to be. Now the next question is, the memory address of first element of an array is called what? The memory address of the first element of array is the base address. We'll go with the base address. Next is, the memory address of fifth element of an array can be calculated by formula. These are options for you. This is an array. You have to find out the 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the fifth element, X, say. You have to find out the memory address of the fifth array. So base address, then base address of the array plus the width, that is, it can be integer character, so we have to use the W width. And then what you have to do? 5. This is fifth, so 5 minus the lower bound. So the answer would be A. Where W is, this is exactly what I said. Location of array 5 is equal to base of array plus W into 5 minus lower bound. And W is the number of words per memory cells for the array. Next is, which of the following data structure are index structures? Index structures. Can you answer this? The answer is linear arrays. These are index structures. Next is, which of the following is not the required condition for binary search algorithm? These are options for you. Please read them very carefully and try to answer. Which of the following is not the required condition for binary search algorithm? The answer is C. There must be a mechanism to delete or insert elements in list, not the required condition. Then because it has a condition that the list must be sorted, there should be the direct access to the middle element in any sublist. These are all the requirements, but this is not. Next is, which of the following is not a limitation of binary search algorithm? Which of the following is not a limitation of binary search algorithm? The answer is, please read it very carefully. The answer is D. Binary search algorithm is not efficient when data elements are more than 1000. No. Must be sorted. Required a sorted array is requirement of a sorted array is expensive and a lot of insertion deletions are needed, of course, because it has to again balance itself to be a binary search tree. There must be mechanism to access middle element directly. This is also a requirement. This is not limitation actually. Two-dimensional arrays are also called as, which is the answer. You know it. You know that they are matrix also, and in tabular form also matrix is nothing but a table only. So two-dimensional arrays are also called as. The answer is both of them. Now we come to the next question. Variable p is called pointer if. Variable p is called pointer if. See the answers, which is the correct answer. When a variable p is called a pointer. P contains the address of an element in data. The A is the correct one. Next is, which of the following data structure can't store the non-homogeneous data element? So this is a very obvious question. Arrays cannot store the non-homogeneous. It can only store the homogeneous, means same data type values or data elements. Next is, which of the following data structures store the homogeneous data elements? Homogeneous. The answer, we'll go with arrays. We have already discussed this. We'll go with array, but records also, if we say that you have homogeneous data element, we can take this also, but we'll go with array. Next is, each data item in a record may be a group item composed of sub-items. So those items which are indecomposable are called what? Each data item in a record may be in a group item composed of sub-items. So those items which are indecomposable are called what? So the answer would be the elementary items. Yes, this is correct. Atoms, yes, scalars also. So we'll go with the D, all of the above. The difference between linear array and a record is what? Linear array and record. The answer is, let us see one by one. An array is suitable for homogeneous data, but the data items in a record may have different data type. This is correct. In a record, there may not be a natural ordering as opposed to the linear array. This is also correct. A record form a hierarchical structure, but a linear array does not. This is also correct. So we'll go with the last option, that is D, all of the above. Next is, which of the following statement is false? Which of the following statement is false? Read them very carefully. You have to say or find out which of the following statement is false. The answer is, let us take one by one. Array are dense list and static data structure. Correct. Data elements in linked list need not to be stored in adjacent spaces memory. Also correct. Pointer stores the next data element of a list. No, pointer stores the address of the next node. Then linked lists are a collection of nodes that contain information part and the next pointer. This is also correct. So we'll go with the answer C. This is the false one. Binary search algorithm cannot be applied to which? BST. Oh, sorry, BSA. Binary search algorithm. The answer is sorted linked list. It cannot be applied to sorted linked list. Next is, when new data are to be inserted into a data structure, but there is no available space. This situation is usually called as, is it overflow or any other? The answer is overflow, because the bucket is full, you want to pour some more water that will spill out. That is overflow. Next is the situation when a linked list start is equal to null is. That means what? The answer is, of course, the bucket is empty, you want to take out water. That means it is an underflow. Next is, which of the following is two-way list? Two-way list. Options are here for you. The answer is grounded header list. No, it is not a two-way list. Circular header list? No. Linked list with header and trailer nodes? No. So none of the above. None of the above is a two-way list. Which of the following name does not relate to stacks? Stacks. Is it FIFO list? First in, first out. Yes, it is first in, first out, because this goes with queues, not stacks. But LIFO, piles, push down lists, all are talked with reference to stacks only. The term push and pop is related to stack or any other. The answer is stacks. Next is a data structure where elements can be added or removed at either end but not in the middle. Is where? What is the answer? The answer is DQ. DQ is double-ended queue, we can say. Now you have a in order traversing a tree result in this. The pre-order traverse will return. I leave this as an exercise for you, but I'll tell you the answer. The answer is B. Okay. So we have taken a few more questions on data structure and algorithm. So we'll take a few more. Thank you so much.